Marco went out to get some wine but slipped and fell, and a piece of wood accidentally blocked the door. She got up to get a drink outside the steam room, but the door wouldn't open. The boys repeatedly banged on the door, but it didn't help. One of her companions became increasingly anxious. She banged on the door and called out to Marco, but he was drunk and asleep on the sofa. The temperature inside the room continued to rise, and they were in danger of suffocating. He picked up a wooden spoon and pried a stone out of the stove. Then he used a bath towel to pick up the stone and throw it into a bucket, then poured water into the bucket to cool the stone. Finally, he picked up the stone and repeatedly smashed the glass, succeeding after several attempts. They took turns leaning out the small window to breathe in the fresh air outside. Unaware of the risk, they called out to Mark again, but he was sleeping soundly. He used a towel to wrap the stone into a rope loop, then reached his hand outside the door and tried to pull the wood blocking the door panel. But after several attempts, he failed. They sat down to rest and replenish their fluids, but the temperature inside the room continued to rise. At this point, he noticed the light on the wall. After removing the lampshade, he had a new plan. He unscrewed the light bulb with a towel, wrapped a wooden spoon in a bath towel, dipped it in water, and then inserted the spoon into the light socket. He fell to the ground. Although the power was cut off inside the room, the heater continued to operate. Their commotion attracted the innkeeper's dog. They beat on the wooden panels together, hoping the dog would rescue them. The dog ran back to the innkeeper, but he was busy setting off fireworks. The dog barked at the innkeeper, but he mistakenly thought the fireworks had scared his beloved dog. Some people in the steam room had already suffered from heat stroke. She bit through the bath towel, tied a knot, and threw it onto the ceiling beam. She then dragged her heat stroke-stricken companion to the door. Finally, she used the towel to secure her companion to the small window at the door so she could breathe fresh air. Coincidentally, the innkeeper finally returned and saw her.
Holy shit.
Then immediately called for emergency assistance. The ambulance arrived and everyone was saved. Mark sat by the roadside weeping bitterly.